Hi guys on my channel. Today I'm from Larry Wheels and we're starting the series of videos about the most interesting topic. You want to know about this? You asked me a couple of times, 1,000 of times about this, and now we finally decided to start videos about this. So he will ask me about my experiences. We will talk about this stuff openly, and you will see my story. So this kind of discussion, this kind of live discussion, I think it will be best form how we can do these videos, and it will be really interesting, really enjoyable, and I think you will get a lot of information from those videos. And the main point that we are not willing to let you get some things, or we are not willing to push you to use some things. It's just our story. It's just my story, his story, and our talking, not anything else.
Yeah, and I'll put emphasis on we do not advise anybody to use any of the things that we talk about.
Yeah.
We're talking only from experience, because I feel, and maybe you feel the same way as well, that this thing it's a secret, a well-kept secret, but to be frank, it is like the core of hardcore bodybuilding, strength sports, and I think that it's going to be super interesting to see what made you get into it in the first place. What made you go into the dark side of things? Guys, you know or may not know that I have a video talking about my experience for the first time with it, what the decisions were that led me to using. So I'd like to know the same from you. You know, what decisions in life led you to going into the dark side of bodybuilding? You know, where did that come from?
You know, in general, my first decision to go to the gym and to start working out was from bullying, the same as you.
Okay.
So in school, I was really tiny guy. I was not able to do any push-up, any pull-up, really no sports guy with no genetics at all. So
no push-ups or pull-ups, really?
Yeah. And until my first 3 push-ups, pull-ups, I did when I was like 15, 16. Before I was really, I looked like a girl. Like I can find some photos, but it's true. It's true, and actually I have some comparison on my Instagram page. But anyway, I get bullied, so the best decision was to go to gym to get stronger, but not to go to some boxing, you know, to get a really good boxer and to push all those haters, all those bullies. So I came to gym. At that time I lived in the really small town, and we had some small tiny gym with a few machines, you know, and that's how my fitness journey started. So with no supplements, with no knowledge about how to do something. So the first advice from the guy, you know, like this main guy in the gym, was just put that bar and do bicep curls. Do bicep curls and your bicep will grow. So what you need when you start working out? Bicep and maybe some chest. Right. Nothing else. You don't need
sleeve in your shirt.
Legs, no. Back, no. Shoulders, no way. So chest, little bit chest, but huge bicep. So then I moved to Czech Republic when I was 18, and next 6 years I trained only with using some creatine, protein powders, and nothing else at all.
So you were training for how many years? 2 years? At this time when you moved to Czech Republic?
2-3 years, but it was like, you know, really just visiting the gym to do something, you know.
Just
after this, after this I had some equipment at home, just some dumbbells, small dumbbells. So, and you drink the, you know, sweet milk after workout, and you feel like your body, your muscles are growing, you know, like it was really funny. It was really nice time because I reminiscing it how it started, and you know, like it's really different in our days when someone starting his fitness journey has all the kind of information, all the kind of supplements, really like in a gym just pay money and buy whatever you want, and just see YouTube or some Google advices, and you have a bunch of tons of information. That time, nothing. So only films with Arnold Schwarzenegger and some Rambo, you know, and you can decide by yourself what to do and how to grow.
Because you're 33 now, so when you're 16, this is over 15 years ago then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we're talking like 2005, 7, 8, like this.
Yeah, 2006 I moved to Czech. So before this, 3 years before this, that was time when my fitness journey started. But after, you asked me about dark side.
Yes.
So after, you know, I was still not genetically, you know, something what, when I talked to Dennis Wolf, he said me exactly the thing that when he was started, a lot of people said him like, wow, you look awesome, you look great, you need to compete, even without using a gear. So he had some kind of natural born genetics, good genetics for bodybuilding. In my case, not happen. So, you know, like, and but I still working out in a gym, and still think that I look good, that I'm improving, that I'm growing. But one day I met this, you know, gym boss, this main guy, you know, who doesn't sell nothing, you know, but he has a friend who knows who can sell you something, you know, like this.
There's always one.
Yeah. But after you hear this guy's like, oh, I need more Bar in the gym, you know, like, okay, I'll bring you tomorrow. So, but every time it started like, whoa, like FBI, you know, like all this stuff. And this guy, I remember this day. So this guy came to me in a change room, and he was like, you look good, what do you have here? And I had you know, muscle take vapor or something like this kind of nebulizer, you know, good marketing, you know, just normal creatine, but with a transport something, you know, like 100 compounds more in tiny, you know, like numbers. But I felt like it's something more than that, you know, that usual creatine. It was really expensive, and I showed him this bottle, like muscle take vapor, and he was like, I feel you need something more. Yeah, like, I have some. I was like, what more than muscle take vapor? I have something like D-ball. I was like, D-ball, you know. I didn't hear about D-ball in this, you know, supplement store. No one told me about this. What is this? It's from Muscle Tech or no. It's just, you know, this kind of octagon pills, you know, red tie, like old school users know what I mean, you know, this tie D-ball, this old school tie D-ball, octagons, red pills. And he said, like, if you want to try, I can give you some, but you will be better, like 10 times better than now. But I see that you have a huge, you know, potential to grow. I was like, oh, thank you. Really. So, and all the thing was done. So he sold me this bottle, and he brought me also protocol how to use it, because I was really without any information, it was like you need to start with one pill, then 2 pills, after 5 days 3 pills, so up to 6 pills, and then go down. So really easy, like 1.5 months, like kind of pyramid. And yes, I started with this D-ball, nothing else. It was my first cycle, but this feeling, this difference, the vapor goes to trash the same day because this difference between vapor and what D-ball brought to me, it was like really like not even comparable. So no injectable things, nothing, just solo D-ball, and that's all.
My first was T-ball. The idea of injectables, I think, for anyone who thinks about going to the dark side is like, why would I want to stick needles in me on a regular basis? It sounds and is scary, especially someone like me with a needle phobia. My father has one. He has one even worse than I do, where the doctors have to restrain him to the chair to give him any kind of injection, even if the needle is like an insulin needle. And that trait got passed on to me. But it was a while. It was probably like about a year after my first oral only cycle, which I think many of us users start off with before I actually got into injectables. And in another video, we'll talk about testosterone, how test is best. But yeah, it was an oral for me too. T-ball is much like D-ball in my experience.
Yeah.
So after your D-ball cycle, was it you were hooked? Like, was it like, did you even think about like coming off and going full natural? I mean, was there any appeal to you like pursuing like an all natural bodybuilding career? Or?
Oh, it's too hot here. I'm sweating, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
When you are on and when you are off, you feel this difference, and especially in the beginning, when you just exploding from this, only D-ball cycle, you see this all. This is the problem. Why, like novices, like new guys in the roids, they took it really easy, like because they tried some pills like D-ball, and then they see huge difference in a short period of time, and after they think that it will grow the same fast as your first cycle, and then they said like, okay, if I gained like 20 pounds of muscles in 1 month, so 2 months it's 40 pounds of muscles, 3 months it's 60 pounds of muscles, so the half of year I will be 350 with no fat, but I don't need it, so just calm down, so they took it like this. But my problem was that I decided to use the gear, I decided to try different things, but I had really no good source for the stuff. So this main gym boss just left the gym, so I didn't see him in my life after, and I just Google some like anabolic steroids, where to buy, and I bought from some strange website. The best way how to find fake things, and really I spent a lot of money. For totally fake things. So my first injectable cycle, I'm really sure it was like in a
Maybe corn syrup.
truly it was like some testosterone only, but I had like 3 things. I had plan, I had all the protocol how to use this, but result, what I get from this cycle, it was not even comparable to real things. So, and it took me like 2 years before I found something at least not so fake as these things. So 2 years after original Thai ball, I was on placebo, on empty things, maybe a little bit testosterone. So I took it like 80 times.
And that is the risk that will always be there, even if you end up finding a reliable source.
Yeah.
Your source has to get it from somewhere. Is he getting it from a shitty online website that he thinks is
Yeah.
reliable? And what conditions are the things being made in? Is it a sterile environment? You know, like is everything you're getting clean? Because at the end of the day, unless you're getting it from the pharmacy with the doctor's prescription, there's always going to be risk, you know.
Yeah.
I believe no risk, no reward, you know, and this again could be a topic for another video.
Yeah.
And we don't advocate anyone trying this or taking that risk. But the risk is always there. I've been lucky. You know, there are a lot of horror stories you hear about abscesses developing and infection.
I know about this. Tell me about abscesses. Oh, I had few in my life. It's horrible. It's really, and it could kill you. It's like not a joke.
Yes.
A lot of people took abscess like huge acne on your body somewhere, you know, like, and you just squeeze it or something. No, it's growing fast as hell, and in a few days it could kill you, because it's really not a joke. It's really not a joke.
But back to when you were 16 to 18, before you even took your D-ball, your first oral cycle, how big were you? Like, you were 6'1" now, like
6'1". But that time I was really, after I go to gym, I became something like average guy. So I was not still the tiniest guy in my classroom, but I was some kind of something in the middle. So I don't know. I weighed at the time like something around 80 kilograms, 75, 80 maybe. And like for a 15 years old guy, 75, it's just normal guy. It's just normal.
at that height, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it's just normal, nothing special. So when you see this kind of guy, you don't even say that he's working out or something like this, you know, if he don't have a syndrome of white bag, which I had. You know,
I still have it.
yeah, but
and I have a good excuse now.
you can prove why you have it, but a lot of guys, you know, they just have these fake wings, you know, around, but.
And I get it. You know, the level of confidence you gain after your first like 6 months in the gym, it's just night and day, the way you feel about yourself compared to how when you weren't training or eating right or really caring at all about your body.
But you know, something need to hold you in this activity. So if you are not believing in yourself, if you not believe that you are better, you are stronger, because it's not happen in your life. You will not become something like in this sport, actually, because everyone else, instead of your mama or maybe your parents, they will not say you, oh, you're bigger now, you're bigger, you look like you're working out, because like no changes at all, you know, you don't see some emergent changes in a long period of time. So you need to believe in yourself, you need to trust in yourself, you need to know that you could be better each day. So, and this feeling holds you with working out, and after a long time you will have results, and you will not give up.
Having faith in the process.
Yeah.
Having faith.
You need it, even if you don't have any results.
It needs to be a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, it needs to be, because I think if it's a short-term goal, it won't last.
Yeah.
That's why even to this day, I need to compete to be motivated. You know, I need to put myself in a competition. I think competition brings the best out of me. And I've been very happy with my physique and my strength for, 10 years ago. I was happy enough. I was strong enough. I was big enough. I was lean enough. Happy enough 10 years ago. But if I were not to get into competing and try different sports, I wouldn't have that same drive as it do now. It's, you know, it's kind of difficult to keep the drive going, to push yourself to the limit on a regular basis, you know.
Yeah, it's different type of people. You're competitive. I'm not competitive. So like for me, the only one competition is me and myself, you know. So I don't need to compare to someone else, and it works for me. But I know what you mean. A lot of people, they need to be in some, you know, kind of competing, some kind of higher goals. And as you see also in a bodybuilding or in a powerlifting, each year is better. So that, you know, 5 years ago when you said like 1,000 kilograms in free movements, it was like, whoa, it's really good. Now, say someone, you know, like 400 kilograms deadlift, it's nothing now. It's like, you know, it's good, but not the best.
It's not,
5 years ago, it was like, wow, it's
world class.
world class. Now, how many people can do this?
No.
And also this like 100 kilos guys, you know. Like,
That's true.
it's
100
really,
kg guys now doing 400 kg deadlifts.
yeah, yeah,
And there's one here in Dubai, Mark Boyd, he's doing that.
yeah.
And back to, you said you versus you. That's on. We have that on a shirt at PR. You versus you. And I think you versus you is like an evolution of the mindset that kept me going to this point. Because ultimately you realize that your real competition is yourself.
Yeah.
And that's like the long game. You know, the short term is like, I just want to be the best in the room.
Yeah.
Then the best in the gym, the state, the country, the world. And then it's like, I just want to be the best version of myself.
Yeah.
You know, so you have lots of years of wisdom behind you. You know, at the end of the day, it's you versus you. But my last question before we wrap up the video is, if you weren't bodybuilding, you know, I think you ended up making a comfortable living. You may agree, it's a comfortable living now, doing what you do. Like, what else would you do? Did you ever have any other, you know, career opportunities or ideas?
It's really ridiculous, but I was able to be a painter. Like, you know,
Are you an artist?
like an artist. Because when I was a child, till my like 12, maybe, I was really good in painting, and I actually won a lot of international competitions in painting, and a lot of people told me that I need to go this way and I will be successful. And you know, like it's two different worlds.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
like sport, bodybuilding, and sport of arts, it's two different kinds of human beings in this and this side. So then I just decided that maybe I will. That time I was not sure even about bodybuilding, but I was sure that art is not my cup of tea. You know, like it's not what I want to do the rest of my life. And I decided to stop it. I decided to finish it, but you know, I'm still like the half an artist. So maybe, you know.
Have you retained most of that talent? If on any day you had what do you call a paint stick? What's the proper word for the stick that you paint with? A brush.
Yeah.
And a blank slate. Would you be able to create something that people would say, wow, that's really good, like on any given day, even at this point?
Yeah, I think I can do this. So I just need to have this kind of, you know, environment and this kind of my, just to wake up and to want to do something, you know, something nice. So I can do this. I can do this, but mostly now in my life I'm solving some problems like around business, around how to make, you know, money for living, and you know, for these kind of activities you need to be really calm, you need to be really good in other things, and just to wake up some, you know, some sunny Sunday morning and just say, yeah, I have the whole day long free, and I want to do some, you know, some painting, you know, like a lot of rich guys, they do paintings, they write some, or they finally trying to play some, music instruments, because in their childhood they were like, oh, we want to play guitar, and after they solved all the problems around living, they started playing guitar. So like you need some time to make it happen, but just you have it in your inside you, and maybe just one thing, it's common with the bodybuilding, that you're like artist, you creating your body, and you wanna create your body the best way to make it, like your artistic project. So this is maybe something common between these two areas.
I would definitely love to see like a time lapse of you painting. I think that would be quite interesting, because I don't know a single bodybuilding. I know Kai Green has done some comics.
Yeah.
So I know he's pretty talented.
He's actually good at
He's
painting.
great.
Yeah, he's actually good at painting.
Yeah. So that's the only other bodybuilder that comes to mind. So I'd love to see what you can come up with. That'd be very interesting. Yeah. So we can definitely do a time lapse for you guys. I probably wouldn't be there all day long.
Well,
watching
I'll
you
paint
paint, but-
Larry's picture, so you will sit like 5 hours in the same pose, and I will paint
Oh,
you.
perfect.
Yeah.
So I'll be sleeping. You can paint while I sleep. How about that?
Something like this. So let's do this. It's not a bad idea, actually.
Definitely, it's certainly interesting. Yeah, I'm sure when people think, okay, well, what would Golem be doing if he wasn't bodybuilding? Painting doesn't come to mind. How could it? How could it? Yeah. So we can probably wrap up the video with this. I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
So guys, nice talk today. We started with my first experience with gear, and as you see, it's nothing special. So I didn't start with 5-7 things in the first cycle, and it was really one usual thing, like Ronnie Coleman said, just basics, just D-ball, and that's all. So I think we started all those thema today, and it will be more interesting for you. So leave your comments, leave your questions, what you wanna see in the next videos. Maybe we will answer some of them, the most interesting questions, and stay tuned and follow my Instagram and follow my YouTube channel. See you.
All right. Take care, guys.